Here's some really good news. A big win in a federal court in Georgia by True the Vote. By way of background, True the Vote had mounted an election challenge to the voter rolls in Georgia. Voter rolls are the beginning of voter fraud. I say that because when you have bad voter rolls, voter fraud becomes very easy. And I don't just mean voter fraud, fraud by a particular voter. I mean election fraud, coordinated fraud. Why? Because you can look at the voter rolls, which, by the way, are publicly available. You can scroll down, and there could be people on those rolls who have died, who are ineligible to vote, who have moved, are now living in a different state, and yet there they are in the voter rolls, which means that Georgia does not raise an eyebrow when a ballot comes in from one of those guys because they're on the rolls. So True the Vote assisted voters in Georgia to file challenges to some 360,000 of these names on the Georgia voter rolls. Now, by the way, these aren't just sort of abstract names on the rolls. True the Vote has computed that some 60,000 of these 360,000 people voted in the 2020 or 2022 election. In other words, they have been exercising their right to vote, even though it is questionable whether they have that right to vote in the first place. And let's remember again, Georgia was decided by 12,000 votes. So having 60,000 eligible, or maybe even 50,000 ineligible voters cast votes, that is decisive. That is enough to throw fundamental doubt